guys, this is Bruce Hoyer, and this is what to watch on YouTube the week of March 17th, 2016. And so I was sitting there training yesterday on Thursday, and I was like, man, I feel like I'm forgetting something, and this was it. I kind of set everything up to go, and then I completely forgot about it on Thursday. So here you go. The first one that we're going to do is John Danaher. And anytime he has an interview, I'm always one to watch it. I really like his style of teaching Jiu-Jitsu and kind of the intellectual side of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu that he presents. I really like that stuff. And this is a clip from the Eat Films project that they did, Jiu-Jitsu versus the World. This is the full length of his interview, and I really like it. So definitely would suggest that, pretty much anything that he puts out there I'm going to watch. So that's one to do. The next one is going to be from Stuart Tomlinson, and it is a BJJ crucifix and transition and mount tutorial. So definitely check that one out. Nice little quality video. He actually put out a couple this week, so I would suggest checking most of them out. The next one's going to be, looked like it was a live stream from Brazil of the Open Castillo de Jiu-Jitsu. So definitely check that out. Looks like it was from Attitude JB, and it's about an hour and a half long of Jiu-Jitsu matches. Really, pretty decent quality for what looked like a live stream from maybe somebody's phone, but I'm not 100% for sure on that. The next, Kermit the Frog at the Greece BJJ Nationals. It was actually pretty hilarious. I don't know, it looks like Hellas Yeah is the channel, and it was pretty hilarious. My wife's a huge fan of Kermit the Frog. I don't know many people that hate Kermit the Frog, so but really well done video on him being both interviewing at the Gracie Nationals and then also being interviewed as a competitor in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So the next one is 20 minutes of made in BJJ drills. This one comes from Nick, and I'm going to probably mispronounce it, but Underer. Just 20 minutes of different warm-up drills that you can do in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Really like it. Definitely give it a look. One of the other ones that we have, it is one of John Machado's guys that's surviving a heart attack. One of his students that survived the heart attack. So definitely, good things for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and being able to kind of help save lives that way, keeping people healthy with training and things like that. So just kind of almost an ad for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The next one is an ad for a school, and Masuga, I believe, is how you pronounce it. It's just a local gym commercial that I really like. We actually have one more gym commercial. I like to watch these personally just because, being a gym owner, I like to see what other people are doing for commercials and things like that. So we've done one commercial probably 8 years ago, and it was pretty bad. So ones that are done really well, I really enjoy. Next one's going to be rotator cuff exercises for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. This one is from Protect Your Neck Fitness. Really good stuff. It talks about mobility in the shoulder area and the neck area. Shoulder and rotator cuff area, not the neck area. The next one is going to be from Austin BJJ. It's Russian Thai setups, and if you're not big on wrestling, that's one that I would definitely suggest to do, just because it's one of my personal favorite setups for to get into a takedown and then do jiu-jitsu from there. But it's, for me, one of the easier ones to get into, because some people are very unfamiliar with it, and when they're very unfamiliar with it, it's very easy to do things off of there. Your next one is actually just going to be mostly for me. It's a very sentimental one. It's one of the first tournaments that I ever competed in. It was from November 22nd, 2003. If you guys watch this, good on you, but it's terrible quality. The guy that did it, actually very good video footage, but for whatever reason it looks like it's completely, I don't know if it was on a VHS tape that just blended out, or if he was trying to do some weird effect on it. But the funny thing about it is that I'm in the video quite a bit, and I think there's probably a match on there. I know at least one match, I think with Joe Dirksen against my former coach way back when, and I think my match with Krzysztof Szczecinski is probably in there as well. don't worry, I get absolutely dominated. It was like my second tournament ever, or second or third tournament ever, and I went through a string of getting absolutely destroyed. Like my first tournament that I did was in Florida. I'm from South Dakota. I did a tournament in Florida thinking it was going to be a big deal. First guy I went against was Marcus Oliveira, who was on, at the time, I think he was a purple belt from Brazilian top team, and he later on went to compete in Abu Dhabi and things like that. And so that was my first match, or from my first tournament. And then my first match from this tournament, I think, was Krzysztof Szczucinski, a much larger Krzysztof Szczucinski. He was like probably 290 of a Canadian wrestler, like a Canadian pro wrestler. So it was a fun match, or a fun video for me to watch again. But like I said, the quality's terrible, so I wouldn't maybe suggest watching it. But for sentimental purposes, it was crazy to see that somebody posted, a video from 12 years ago of guys competing, or 13 years ago now. So next one's from Randy Marsh. Just some mount maintenance and things like that. You'll see a ton of people that say that they can't, stay on top. So just a quick video on how to defeat the UPA escape, but then also just some general guidelines for keeping mount control. Next one, I always like to put in videos from other events outside of the US and outside of the normal area. So this is the Nordic BJJ Open 2016. Really good event. It looked like it was a very, very high class event. So this is one of the matches, one of the finals matches from the 76 kilo black belt finals. Next one is going to be from the Grappling Industries tournament. It's a 6-year-old in there. I love watching kids compete just because I love teaching the kids class that we have at our gym. So it's always fun to watch kids compete and really do really well, because it's always crazy to me how fast kids pick it up for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And a really good match with, I believe his name is Matthew, and they call him Bam Bam. So definitely check out that match. If he gets a couple more views on there, I think he would feel probably pretty cool about it. Next one is going to be the Hawaii Triple Crown. I've known about this event for quite a while. It's been going on forever. I think they, ultimately I believe they have 3 events, culminating up to this one, or maybe 2 events and then this one. But one of the guys that used to teach around here used to be from Hawaii, so he would talk about the Hawaii Triple Crown all the time. So one match from here with purple belts, very back and forth action, so I would highly suggest watching that one. The next one is another Jiu-Jitsu commercial from a local gym, and this is Barrack Jiu-Jitsu, or Barrack BJJ. Starts out kind of cool with him in the middle of the woods, in the middle of the snow, and then him doing a couple of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu techniques, or I think it's actually his students doing techniques, so it's kind of cool. The next one, at first I was like flying loop choke. I was really surprised. I was like, okay, which you can do it from standing, but this one's while the person is actually sitting down, so kind of a nice little person's in sitting butterfly guard, and you go for a loop choke from top, so very cool. Next one is going to be Ronaldo Jacare Souza, his entire DVD, and I fully anticipate this being deleted here very soon. I probably shouldn't even mention it on here, because then, like I said, it'll get deleted. But you'll see this happen all the time. People will put up, DVD copies of, instructionals and things like that, and they stay up there for like a month, and then they get a lot of notoriety, and then somebody says, oh, that shouldn't be on there, and they take it down due to copyright infringement. But it's up there right now. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I'm pointing it to them and saying, hey, you can watch that video. It's a very good instructional from one of the best guys in the world, now one of the best MMA guys in the world. Definitely, like I said, check it out. I'm not going to say that I don't, when those things come up, that I don't check them out, because it's it's kind of a glimpse into those instructionals. Now, that being said, I've probably bought pretty much about every single instructional out there as well. Definitely go out there and support your jiu-jitsu guys. But also, if it happens to show up free, maybe that'll just give you a good taste and a reason to buy it. So with that being said, that is all the videos that we have for this week. What is it? March 17th, 2016. Jeez. And I apologize for getting this one day late. With that being said, too, I wanted to if you didn't have a chance to watch it, I should probably have put it in here, but I did an instructional at the gym here and I said, okay, ask me any questions that you have for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu about, butterfly guard or stand-up or grip breaks or, long step pass, things like that, trying to help people out. We did that for 1 hour. I'll probably do that again. I want to do it maybe in about 2 weeks, but if you do have footage that you want to submit and say, hey, I'm having problems in this particular area, that'll help me out a little bit as well, and I can showcase it on there. But definitely do check it out. It's on this channel, BJJ Connect. But thank you guys very much.